just gonna. Okay, we are live. Hello, hello. All right, let's get some people going here. Oh yeah, oh yeah. Happy Monday night. So, I got some peeps here online. What? All right, guys. How are you doing? I've got a little sound bowl here. Let's start the night. We go live every Monday night and every Tuesday morning. And it's all about sound. It's all about spiritual direction. It's all about living from our soul, our heart, and how to live there more often. Restriction. This is ridiculous. I have a restriction. Live restriction, total views, 21. Your contains themes that some may find uncomfortable and has been restricted. Reason, body exposure and sexualized behavior. What the heck? Oh my God. TikTok is getting so weird, guys. Wow, that's crazy. I just got restricted for body exposure and sexualized behavior. Oh my God. Okay. I'll try to laugh about this. All right, guys, this is for your heart chakra. So just tune on into your heart center. Tune on into that space right here. Civilizations have been using sound for healing, for spiritual connection, for celebration, for grieving. These sounds are so important, and we can make these sounds as well through our voice. Hello there. Hi. Welcome. So we're going into the heart chakra. Hi, Jenny Lee. Eslam, hello. Trista, hello. Happy Monday. Welcome. We're starting with the heart chakra tonight. Oh God, dude. We got you again? Okay, I gotta block this guy. You're just like a report. Um, All right, guys, I have to take care of this guy over here. He's a creep. 1 second. It's just so annoying, creepy people. Um, all right, so let's see if we can. Dude, can you go away? I can't figure out how to block you. Hi, Sarah, Diane. How do I block you? Okay, so hopefully. Okay, hopefully that did it. All right, so we were. Hopefully that did it. I don't get too many creepy people, but every once in a while I get one over here and see what happens. I don't know. All right, guys. So this is the heart chakra. Thanks for the follow, Iris. I appreciate you. Let's sing with the heart chakra tone. It's an F. So see if you can match this tone with just some vowel sound and see how it starts to slow the brain waves, calm the body. Just listen to that fade out. When this fades out, just calms the nervous system even more. So the only thing that really keeps us from living from our soul, living from that divine nature, is really the barnacles that we've created on our heart, perhaps through karma, perhaps through lifetimes. But All we have to do is go into that space, calm the nervous system so it's safe enough to live from the present moment, not from the wounds, not from the revved up nervous system. Now, none of them, functioning from any of them is not bad, okay? It's just that it's very distracting. It's just that it's suffering incarnate. And the thing is, when we butt up against the past or butt up against an emotional habit or a wound, um, that's a blessed moment. That is divine timing. And how we respond to it is super important. Because if you respond to it with consciousness and awareness, then you get to do something called pratikranam or hoponopono. You forgive yourself and you forgive all involved from the co-creation of it. Hi, Andrea. Thanks for reposting. Appreciate you. Um, and we have this moment. We'd be like, I'm not seeing this from love's perspective. Thank you. I'm not seeing this from the heart space that I am. I created this from these other parts of myself, the pain body. And so when we heal that separation and we really view them and life from that whole perspective, from love, and we use that Ho'oponopono prayer, we resolve. We resolve and we come back to the present moment, back to that soul self, which just that's really all there is, right? No separate self, no separation. Um, yeah. So here we are. And I believe sound can do that. I believe sound can calm our nervous system so that we feel safe in our bodies and our emotions. Um, and it also helps us to calm the brain down so our thoughts calm down, right? And that we respond to whatever's coming into the present moment, that we respond instead of react. And if you do react, that's okay too. Because really, there is no time. All of this is happening in like infinity. And so there's really no mistake. There's really no right or wrong. There's just this present moment and working through it. And if you notice that you had a hard moment or you reacted or had this, you acted in a way that you don't really want to act in anymore, that's okay because you get the next moment to come from a different space. And that's what's so beautiful about it. We live in an infinite universe, which gives us infinite time to work with all of this. And it's only the human realm, the human hologram that works in time. But don't worry, we have all the time we need because it's infinite. Let's see, 40% of my audience hasn't followed you yet. Okay. If there's anyone on here that hasn't followed, please follow. We talk about all things awakening and one love consciousness and sound and astrology and all that kind of stuff. So, one of the things I want to do to get ready for tomorrow's a big day. Jupiter and Venus are coming together. It's called conjunct. Now, I don't know a lot about this. My husband talked about it yesterday in the One Love Alignment Sunday Live, and you can see the replay on YT. But tomorrow's a big day. It's a big manifesting day. And my husband even canceled his dentist appointment for this day so that he could just really be in a space of bliss, um, a space of bliss, a space of just cultivating the vibration of the life he wants to be living, which usually for all of us is love, is bliss, is abundance, is all things that source has given us already, right? All those things is what we are and what we can live. And so tomorrow's a perfect day to focus on. the bliss and the love and the wholeness and the abundance that we already are. And so that means, like, what can we do to not get distracted? Because it's only the distractions that get in the way of us vibrating the wholeness and love that we are, right? So, so let's get ready. So, is anyone feeling triggered? I felt a little edgy today, I have to say. There was a little edge I was having. I was just feeling a little edgy, but I took a break. And that's the thing, guys. If you feel your vibration shift, it might start with like an edginess. It might feel with like awareness or a little emotion that comes up. The gift of our current gene key transit is synergy. Feels like more are entering this frequency. Awesome, Andrea. Um, and so I love this. Andrew's talking about the gene key transit, which is synergy. And that's what we want to get into, this frequency of synergy. And what do I mean by synergy? Andrew, I don't know what they mean exactly by synergy, but for me, what that brings up for me is like, I want to align with my one love consciousness. I want to get synergistically connected to the truth of me. And when I vibrate from there, all things are in divine order that come through, right? Because there's always these manifesting techniques where they say, say I'm happy and grateful that I have this and this happened and this, or something better, right? You always say at the end of a manifesting technique, or something better. And the reason you do that is because you leave room for divine order. When we are working from this space, this divine space of our wholeness and the love and the truth of ourselves, then we can say in that space, we're like, ooh, this would be so fun to participate with, or something better, because the divine in me, as me, for me, through me, knows just what I need and want. And within, right? Yeah, it's within. So these bodies are actually in the infinite beingness that we are, right? So many times we hear the saying, um, like, I'm a body having, or I'm a spirit having a body experience. That's it. The body's inside the spirit, the infinite spirit. So what's within ourselves is really the spirit section, right? Um, so it's kind of cool. So let's get ready. So what barnacles are we releasing tonight to really be in this beautiful space of actualizing and manifesting tomorrow? If we were using that Jupiter Venus conjunct, right? So what do we want to barnacle do we want to flick off? What energy do we want to ease, integrate, and I guess ease and integrate, right? So what is that? Let me know in the comments. Let me know in the comments. And if you're new here, definitely follow, like, and appreciate you being here. So let's share it with a few folks. If you know of anyone that's on the awakening journey that likes to create combine sound and consciousness work, that's what we're doing here. Thank you for that share. Thank you, thank you, thank you. You're awesome. All right. Well, one of the things I like to do as a sound healer is I like to take a shaker and shake away the day. So we're just going to shake away the day. Put this in front of your field and imagine us shaking away the day. Native Americans do this. Shaman. This is shaman medicine, right? The shake. It breaks up dense energy. Okay, it's called a rattle bath. Has anyone put in the comments up or no, right? Thumbs up or thumbs down. Have you received a rattle bath? Have you received a rattle bath? It's very good for stuck energy. That's just a lot of stuck energy can happen right here, right? Right here, right here, in front of our most powerful parts. So glad I have headphones on. Helps me stay in the field. Awesome. I'd like to release fear from a recent experience. That's a good one. So, whenever we're working with fear, you also want to ask yourself, what's under the fear? Usually there's something, some other awareness, some other emotion under fear. So, Elizabeth, if I asked you, what's under fear? Does anything come to you? Yeah, feeling out of control. Yeah. And there's another technique here that we just keep asking. And what's under that? What's under feeling out of control? What happens if you're out of control, right? So we've got the fear, we're feeling out of control. Now, what's under the feeling out of control? And usually this is just like a kind of the first hit, the unknown, helplessness. Thank you for playing, Elizabeth. That's brave of you. And so usually like in a session we would do like 7 layers deep of this, okay? But this is great. This is great. So fear, and I'm sure you're not the only one feeling this. So there's fear, there's feeling out of control, and then there's the unknown and helplessness. I get it. I get it. So let's play with that. I'm going to do a little bit of my Matokan light language and just sing to that, and we'll see what happens. And just get into the frequency of receiving. Get into receiving mode. We're releasing that fear. We're integrating feeling out of control. Integrating what helplessness means. Coming into the strength, the authentic strength that we are. Being with and acknowledging the barnacles of feeling out of control, helplessness, and fear. Being with it, naming it. Now, what else is possible? You may get an understanding and an awareness about this. This might be processed by the sound. So many So just feel that reverberate out. And let that be an invitation for you to make sound as well, acknowledging those. Oh, thank you, Elizabeth. Acknowledge those feelings, those three feelings, sets of feelings that you named. Acknowledge them and ask for your own light language to come through to help you have the frequencies to process and integrate them. Ah, all right. How cool. The sun came out right after that. That's so cool. Um, yeah. You know, I get awareness too. So as I was singing, the awareness came through, and it's just like in the awakening process, things get simpler. But notice. Hi, thanks for the post, Vanessa. I appreciate you. Tracy, hello. Monarch Omega. um, all right, guys. So this is an important topic. If you're on the awakening journey, it's like if you if your ego needs to be entertained more and more, right? We're missing out on awakening and just remembering and settling in to the simplicity, thank you, the simplicity of the soul. And that's what, when we just do sound without words, when we just come into that sound and those frequencies that settles the nervous system, calms the mind, brings us to our heart, brings us to our soul self, this is a beautiful thing because it comes into the simplicity. There are a lot of people on the awakening path where their ego is confusing them, right? It's confusing them. We need more guides. We need more tools. We need more masters. We need more. We need it to be more interesting. We need it to be weirder. We need it to be like all this stuff. And the thing is, be careful. Be careful that that's not the ego wanting to be entertained more and more and sending you on a wild goose chase that tends to be the scenic route to awakening, right? And enlightenment and stuff. So it's like it's super simple. It's super simple. And it might not get a lot of views because it's freaking simple. There's not a lot to it. It's basically looking at your karma, looking at your reactivity, looking at your stuff and saying, "Oh, that doesn't mean anything." And I no longer want to create from there. I'm sorry, please forgive me. That is not where I want to create from. I love you. Help me see the wholeness and love that I am, which helps me see the wholeness and love that everything in front of me is. It's that simple. Yeah, it's a beautiful quietness. Well said, Elizabeth. Yeah, it does make sense, Vanessa. It's like it's just this beautiful quietness. And that's why I'm such a proponent of the voice. But you don't need the voice to do it. But it's been my path. The voice has shown me the quietude. It has shown me the space of vibration, of vibrational bliss after the sound. And now my voice has been strained and I've haven't been able to sing. And it's like, the cool thing about the voice is it brings you to the quiet, and now you can get there without anything, without the voice. So it's just it's a beautiful vehicle. It's a beautiful vehicle. And sometimes we don't need a vehicle anymore. And so that happens in my Reiki training. We had the power of the questions and the Reiki symbols. And then a Reiki master that I studied in this book, I forget what it was called, but he said, and then when you use them enough times, you become the energy of the symbols. You become the energy of the tool you're calling on. You are the energy of all infinite consciousness, all infinite loving tools. You're it. So you can just show up. I actually had an automatic writing recently from Mary Magdalene who said just that. It's lovely that you bring your voice. She said, it's lovely that you bring your voice into it. Yeshua and I um, didn't really use the voice. We just used our beingness. And beingness is enough too. And she said, and it's beautiful that you use the voice as well. And so because I was having such trouble with my voice, she's like, just be with people. It'll offer the same thing. And so would we be willing to be simple? Would we be willing to be not that woo woo weird? I mean, don't get me wrong. I'm going to a channeling event on on Saturday. And then I'm going to see Lee Harris in Boulder. And then I use light therapy patches and there's different levels of our existence that like to play in these certain areas. But let's just keep in the back of the mind that really the truth is we don't need any of this to heal. All we need is to just be with the source of all, which is within us and without and through us, for us, as us. And it's almost like we can't even comprehend it because our minds are so linear. Our minds are so linear that it's hard to understand that we are source. This is source. Source created us. We are it. So I love saying source through me, for me, and as me. It's all happening at the same time. It's holographic. And when you think of a holographic field, there's fractals, there's so much sides to it all. It's hard to comprehend with a linear mind. And so while humans try to figure all of this out, it gets complicated with quantum science. But really, past us trying to figure out the quantumness of the vibrational holographic field, beyond that, it's super, super simple. It's just infinite love. That's all it is. And I'm going to be 55 in 2 months. And I have spent 55 years 55 years searching for happiness and bliss and exploring different avenues, sitting with my source self, sitting with masters. And this is what I've come to. It's just super, super simple. We're all part of that one love consciousness, and everything else is this facade and story. And eventually we wake up to seeing it, then like doesn't really matter. You're rereading the Celestine Prophecy. Oh my gosh, I love the simple. I read that in my 20s. I love the Celestine Prophecy. I know. Like I use that example in the Celestine Prophecy about throwing a ball, like how to have a conversation energetically. It's like you're throwing an energetic ball to the next person and then they join, right? Do you remember that in the Celestine Prophecy? And then Elizabeth says, this reminds me of the gene keys and the city quintessence. Yeah, quintessence. Yes. Yes. Um, so Andrea, who has the comment right above you, is huge into the gene keys. But yes, we were just talking about the gene keys, yes, last night. Yes, the quintessence. I exactly. And so how do we use our chart? How do we use our birth chart? How do we use our gene key maps? And how do we go from the shadow, the gift to the city, right? Yeah, really beautiful. Yeah, it becomes super simple. Everything becomes super simple. All right, let's do another sounding. So, Elizabeth, you were brave enough to share some of the things you were going through. And who else? Who else would like to be part of this intention field to release the process and acknowledge the perceptions of separation and integrate them and come back to the soul right here. Hi there, everyone. Hi, thanks for being here. So just put in the comments some situations or feelings or emotions, or chakra or any of those type of things that would start to identify. Your channel is about traveling videos. Awesome. Well, I'm traveling to Spain in September. So, have I followed you? Let me see. Let me see if I followed you. I don't know. I'll have to go. Oh, let's see. All right. You're excited for this. New here. Oh, good. It's getting there. It's getting there, Andrea. I have I still have this it's really intense cough. It's definitely feeling better. Thank you. But it's been a journey. um all right. You're excited. I am Anita. Okay, sorry, I can't see that with the light. Anita, do you have something that you want us to put into the intention of this next sound bath? Guys, this is your space to come into, put some intention. Where do you want to play? Where do you want to heal? Where do you want to thrive? And light up the comments right now. Light them up. If you're not following, definitely follow. We do this every Monday and Tuesday mornings. We do 3 minutes of love. So definitely follow. And over here, definitely subscribe. But yeah, definitely better. Thank you for the contribution. And I know you did something, Andrea. So thank you. Well, thank you. Your sister's going to France. Wonderful. Where do you recommend to travel to? Healing the body. Okay. Self-love and healing. Okay. How about self-love of the body? How many of us have body dysmorphia or body negativity? Anyone have any of that? Sometimes fainting it. Awesome. Okay, so hi Tracy. Thank you for that. So yes. Yes, me too. Me too. So I definitely have struggled with body dysmorphia myself. And at 55, post-menopause, your body changes a little bit. And that's bringing up this body dysmorphia from my earlier years. And it's something to heal and be with. But yeah, and it's funny because my husband will be like, don't talk to my wife that way. And I just like, it's just so sweet when he says that, don't talk to my wife that way, when I'm like being negative about my body. I know, right? It's just too cute. So guys, this is for our bodies. We can do Ho'oponopono with our bodies. Say, body, I love you. I'm sorry. Please forgive me. Thank you. And give me the strength to not be hard on you again and again. Yeah. All right. Self-love for the body. May we love our bodies in all forms, through all changes. Yeah, loving our bodies as they go through the changes, and we get this messaging, right? From society, from social media, from programming, that it should always look a different way. It shouldn't change. God forbid we change. Well, thank you so much, Anita. Mm. But change is inevitable with the body, but with our soul, that authentic self that we are, that pure love and wholeness. Interesting. Just pulled one of my favorite cards. The body asking us to love it as it is. No way. You just picked the card talking about the body asking us to love it as it is? Really, Andrea? That's amazing. Huh? You can't make this stuff up. Serendipitous. Life is so serendipitous. It's like the intentions meld together. It's just so cool. It's so cool. And so that's really funny. I'm glad you guys got something out of that. It's a big topic, this body negativity and body dysmorphia. Hopefully we have a little bit more spaciousness to witness ourselves in it. I mean, I actually, whenever I start moving my body, when I start moving my body and I start just putting a little bit more care into the physical body, like eating, I'm actually eating 3 meals a day and feeling much better with my body than I was when I was eating like 1.5 meals a day. Because recently I was eating 1.5 meals a day, doing really poorly with intermittent fasting just because I was just busy and wasn't into the routine of eating. But I did have a little breakdown. I'm gonna be candid and honest with you because I think you guys can relate, and I'm healing. But last month I had to go to the mall. I had to go get a dress, and um, and I literally was crying in the dressing rooms because the lighting and just taking my clothes on and off, it was a lot to wear different things and have things not fit right. It was a lot. So, so after that experience, I was like, okay, I'm just going to take the reins here with my body, and I'm gonna nourish it. I'm gonna move it, and I'm gonna do the best I can, and um, take really good care of it and love it. And since I've been doing that, I'm feeling better in clothes. I'm feeling like just leaner, and I haven't really lost weight, but things just feel better and look better in my mind because I feel like I'm taking care of it better. Um, I know the fluorescent lightings are awful. It's awful. So, and my husband decided to do this with me. He's been doing the 3 meals a day with me, and we take turns making the food because we both work from home. And it's been very, very sweet. Um, and my body really likes having 3 meals a day. It's doing much better on 3 meals a day. My muscles are doing much better with 3 meals a day. My brain is doing better on 3 meals a day. So I'm sleeping better on 3 meals a day. So it's a good thing. Um, but yeah, I'm on this journey of coming back to that self-love regardless of what changes. And, I'm like one of those people that never, so blessed to never have a weight problem. So like, you know, and And then in my 50s, it's like all of a sudden I've gained like 10 pounds and I'm like, don't even know what to do with myself. And it's just like I've been so lucky my whole life. I'm just trying to keep it all in perspective, but it just kinda got to me, and then you see where your identities lie and where those old wounds and those, um those young parts of myself that identified with, oh, have to, perfection, perceived perfection. And so, yeah, body dysmorphia and eating disorders and all that kind of stuff um, has been part of my life and part of my husband's life because he's had to go through it with me. But some seasons it gets worse than others, and some seasons I feel like it's totally healed. It's so funny. And then the next part comes up. Have you guys noticed that with healing? It's like you heal and you think it's gone. It's been gone for years, and all of a sudden this like churns up, another piece gets triggered, and then we just have to be with that part. It's interesting. It's the human way, and we treat it with compassion. Yep, a little whack-a-mole. My inner teenager still struggles with my belly, trying to reach her through humor. Yeah. And who says we can't have a belly? My God. Especially after having kids. I mean, goodness, what you've had twins and then two other kids, right? I mean, oh my goodness. I've had I've had two kids. Um, yeah, like the imaging that we grow up with that we're not allowed to have a belly. It's I'm excited to move to Europe because the image, body image stuff isn't as bad over there, right? Um, yeah. So doing that in September, going to Spain. So, um, but yeah, your inner teenager. Beautiful. Yeah, I can't even say that it's my inner teenager because I remember, and it's tough, guys. Remember, I'm a twin. Okay. And I was always the fuller twin because my sister had asthma. So my twin was always like really skinny and shorter than me. And even though I was born 4 pounds, she was born 5 pounds. But as a twin, you look alike, you're supposed to be the same, and here I am being bigger. You're a twin too. Stacy, is it a girl twin or same sex twin and like almost identical? Yeah, it's a little tough. But um, I remember going to gymnastics when I was 8. We had like a gymnastics and dance class. And I went and I remember having to wear my leotard and look at, and I'm 8. And if you saw me at 8 years old, like I did have muscles in my legs, but I was pretty thin. Um, But I remember looking down and the view when you look down at your legs, you can see the quadriceps kinda going there, and I saw the little bulge and I thought I was fat. I thought it was too big because I had fuller legs for a skinny person, I had muscles, and, um, and I was 8, so it wasn't even when I was a teenager, that's when it really got bad, but I was 8 when that mentality started. And, my mom always watched her weight. My mom always was just eating salads and not really eating. And um, so I wonder if being an aware, you know, empathic, I wonder took on, right, adopted her body image stuff. Because I was 8 and I was a little tiny thing. And my sister was tinier, but so it starts young. It starts very young. I can't even imagine because I have a 4-year-old niece, and that's like in 4 years, she's gonna start thinking that her body's not right and that she's fat. Like, that would be like my 4-year-old niece in 4 years thinking that. And, it makes me a little sad thinking that, like, at 8 years old, I was thinking I was too big, too heavy, too f and I wasn't. It was very much body dysmorphia. Um So yeah, in the process of always witnessing and healing that. I asked my girls if I had ever shown them a negative body image, and they said no. Good work, mama. Good work. I don't know if my boys could say that. I don't know because they're always like, "Mom, you look great." Um, yeah, I just have the 2 boys and my husband, so, um, yeah. Alright, guys, so we talked this conversation's going a lot of different places tonight. Um, let me get my little drum out. Um, glad I was aware enough to keep it into myself. Yeah, you are such an aware person. I'm sure you have mothered with such awareness, Andrea. It's amazing. I am a very aware person, but I am also hello, Carolina. I can also flip into my hard times too. Yeah, I'm a Leo. I'm Libra and Aries. So what is it? Aries moon, Libra rising. Um, it's been a journey. Although I have to say, guys, if anyone's like on teetering menopause or perimenopause, post-menopause is pretty good. Post-menopause, you're it's so much more level. You do not have like the up and down emotional roller coaster. Um, it's pretty level. I really like post-menopause for the levelness that it really brings. Actually, before we do the next sound bath, I want to plug this in. Um, so we're about to lose power. There are plenty of things I did not get right as I wanted to. Always learning. Oh, I hear you. I don't know if I got anything right with parenting except for they are definitely unconditionally loved. Like no matter what happens, I'm like, I love you, you know, and maybe um, I don't know. I don't know if we get anything right. These kids come in for something, and as parents, we gotta honor the contract so they can get what they needed here, right? So it's like just following the contract as a parent. Just following the contract my kids signed up for. I'm helping them, right? Whatever gets us through the day. Ah, all right, guys, who's a parent here? Let me know in the comments. Who's a parent? Oh, Enzo Sensory. Hello. Hello, hello. Thanks for stopping by. All right, if anyone's a parent, I'm a parent. I know Andrew's a parent. Tracy, Elizabeth, Anita, are you guys parents? Um, this is for the parents. This is we're gonna bring the energy of a Mary Magdalene, the divine feminine, into into these frequencies to just to give us a field of unconditional love for our parenting so that we let go of the guilt and shame and we could just know that it's all divine order. Oh yeah, we all learn from each other, that's for sure. I learned so much from my boys, and they show me so much. Um, I mean, honestly, they're very smart and take in a lot of stuff. They teach me a lot of stuff, but just like they're just such beautiful mirrors and gurus for me. Ah, and if you ever are a parent, may this may this grace you, yeah. All right, guys, so I'm just gonna do a little unconditional love, bringing in Mary Magdalene, and just feel the love, guys. Unconditional, the divine feminine. Hmm. That was a nice little visit from Mary Magdalene. Hmm. Bringing that divine feminine into parenting. Any of that parenting messaging that we have that we did something wrong. Yeah. 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 So, being candid, that's another one of my things that I did something wrong parenting, that I didn't do this enough or wasn't that enough or yeah, I've had to work through the guilt and the shame and I've done a lot of work on it. It's good. It's good. But yeah, I know that can be a tough one for people. We just all come in to these bodies like ready for the experience that we signed up for, ready. We're ready to go. And so it's all okay. It's all okay. All right, beauties. What did that bring up for you? So sometimes these sound baths can bring up like the next layer of something to work through or talk about or um right, like the awareness of the next thing that comes up. And so while you're just putting stuff in the chats, I just want to let you know that tomorrow morning I do another live every Tuesday and we do 3 minutes of love. We hold the love frequency together. It's really fun. It's a shorter live and we just hold 3 minutes of love for the collective together. It's really powerful. Andrea is usually always there. Um, and also, if you're interested in learning about the voice, activating your voice, using it to connect with your soul, to clear the barnacles that we've been talking about, and even learning technique and how to use your voice for more possibility, or perhaps a sound bath um, or sound work. I have um, a membership. You get 2 sessions, group sessions with me a month, and you get 10% off on my other offers. So I think it's a good membership. It's at a great price. So that's over in my bio. So if you're interested, and Brock gave me. And it's a women's group. It's a women's group. It's a women's voice group. It's a women's spirituality group. It's voice and spirituality. It's like my whole life I took voice lessons here and there, and I was always like, voice is a spiritual practice. And everyone that I went to just did the technique. They never did the spiritual journey that the voice is. And that's what we do. We do the spiritual emotional journey along with the voice. So it brought up further reflections regarding love for my body on a physical health level. Beautiful. How's it get even better than that? Good work there, Elizabeth. Good work. Yeah. It's powerful how whether you're listening to a voice and certain frequencies or learning to just do these frequencies, opening up to the beingness, um, opening up to the emotions, right, with the voice. It's amazing what comes up. Yeah, it's a powerful tool. It's a super tool. I call it a superpower. I call it a superpower. Guys, I have to get my water. I'll be right back. Dealing with healing issues and trying to love myself through that. Feel less frustrated. Oh, good. Super powerful. Superpower. It is a superpower. It is. It is a superpower. Hmm. Hearts and vocal cords, unite. Thanks for the reminder. Off to find my water bottle. Yes, guys, get some water. We're processing a lot of energy right now. Salt and water, guys. And my throat's hurting me a little bit, so I'm gonna back off a little bit. Um, yeah. So one of the last things I want to tell you about is I'm gonna take this off right now. This little patch. Have you guys seen these before? This is vibrational medicine, basically. It's vibration. There's a little nano crystal in here that your infrared body heat reflects off of, and the light that it reflects from here reflects back into your body, and the processes that activate because of that reflection of light, your body's wisdom knows what to do with that program and starts activating different things. Now, this stem cell in particular is called the X39, and it activates the GHKCU peptide, which can do some wonderful things in your body. People are having amazing health results, including myself. So because this light therapy is vibrational therapy, and I believe in sound and vibrational therapy, I've taken I've taken to these. I use them and I share them. So you can always DM me if you want to learn more about these. This is light therapy right here in this little patch, and it's amazing. It's been helping me with get more comfortable in my nervous system. It's been helping my breathing get better. Um, Hopefully, it's helping my voice. I've seen sleep patches. Is that not really, because these are non-transdermal, which means that some patches like nicotine or sleep, I don't know about the sleep ones, but these do help with sleep. Um, but they're not called a sleep patch. They're called a X39. Um, and there's different ones, but there's some patches that they transfer something in, say like a nicotine patch, right? You put a patch on your body, there's nicotine in the patch, and it goes into your body. These are non-transdermal, so which means that nothing is getting transferred into your body. It's just a crystalline code that your body's light reflects onto, gets the code and reflects it back into the body, and the body does its own reaction of that. and gets the program to activate this copper peptide, which helps us. A lot of research has gone into copper peptides and waking up stem cells. So that's an interesting benefit of these, because a lot of stem cells help rejuvenate your body, help with sleep, help with hormones, help with tissue regeneration, help with energy, just help with muscle repair. So yeah, so I've been wearing these every day for 12 hours. Um, but yeah, if you're curious and you want to know a little bit more, let me know, DM me, because I can send you some more information. But these things are pretty amazing, and I can now hike up the foothills of Colorado without gasping for air and having my chest tighten up. So this is pretty amazing. Um, I it's direct sales, so I have a website you can order them from, and I can help you order them. Um, so yeah, and they have this main patch, but then they also have different ones. Ones for inflammation, ones for more sleep and skin. And yeah, I was noticing that my skin was feel looking smoother lately because of one of the patches. So there's different ones, and I'm happy to send you any information if you'd like. Just DM me, and because the cool part about it, I've been wearing them for about 2 months now. I've been wearing them for about 2 months, and my nervous system is definitely calmer. And the breathing thing is huge, because in 2021, when we were all getting sick, I had breathing issues since then, where my chest would tighten up, and it would almost feel like I was having like a heart attack. It was actually really scary, and I wouldn't be able to breathe. And sometimes it would get in the way of me singing. But the biggest thing was more like when I was exercising, and I really like staying active. So, um, about 1 month into wearing these, that breathing problem went away, and I could not get anything to help that breathing problems for the past 5 years, and this in 2 months helped that. So, actually, it happened within the first month. So, super, super powerful, and simple. It's simple. We all knew light and vibrational therapies were coming. We all knew that's the future of medicine. We all know that. And here it is. The future is here. Yeah. Yeah. Um, and I'm happy to share more. It's one of the reasons I took this on as a leg of my business, because the testimonials are out of this world. The testimonials, doctors are flabbergasted. They're dumbfounded by some of the stuff that's happening, and the shifts in people's health, that have not had any change in the care that they've had. And now they're finding so much comfort and change in their body in a positive way. You know, I'm kind of limited of what I can say online, but it's just pretty amazing. So if you do have something going on, I'm happy to send you a testimonial and let you know that, yeah, someone has used this and gotten better from that. But it's different for every person. It really is different for every person. So it's yeah, anyway, just DM me and just say light patch, and I'd be happy to send you more information. All right, guys. Well, let's do one little chant to say goodnight. And I'm going to be back in the morning. Back in the morning. 8:30 in the morning for 3 minutes of love. It's a great way to set your week. I think it's one of the most important things you can do all week. It just aligns you with love. And when you start to have a hard part of the week, later in the week, you remember that moment together, and we come back to love. So come to that at 8:30 tomorrow morning if you can. All right, little good night, a good night chant here. Dang, Divine. Thank you for that follow. Yeah, if you guys haven't followed, be sure to follow. Curious, I know some people who I think would be as well. Awesome, Elizabeth. Let's connect, DM. Yeah, I don't think I can give you links there, but yeah, let's just connect in DM. And when we start to think of like people that really need a miracle, with their health, that's why I'm sharing this. So I'll get you some more information. You can pass it on. All right, guys, here we go. Beautiful beings, may you sleep well. May you sleep well. I hope to see you tomorrow morning.